Mikko Rantanen, the 2015 Avalanche draft pick, has developed into one of the best scorers in the entire NHL. Though he's not the fastest or flashiest player in the league, he has a killer shot and incredible size and strength. This season was no different for number 96. In the regular season, he put up 36 goals, 56 assists, and was 14th in the league with 92 points. That was also good enough to lead the team in points. He was a force to be reckoned with in the regular season. However, so far in the playoffs, Av fans have been a little disappointed and upset with his performance to this point. When I really noticed it was in round 2 after the Game 2 loss to the St. Louis Blues. I went to social media and I saw many people asking where he was and whether he was going to show up or not. And I found myself in the same boat. I was asking myself a lot of the same questions. He was struggling, it seemed, and even the media asked him about it, and he admitted that he wasn't playing how he wanted to. However, the other day, I went through and I looked at some of the stats throughout the playoffs, and I realized he's not playing as bad as everyone says he is. So, with that being said, is he failing to perform, or is he having a very underrated playoff performance up to this point? That's what I want to look at today, as even though he hasn't been his usual self, he's maybe been the quietest player on the entire Avalanche roster through the first 11 playoff games. So let's start. We'll look by comparing the 2021 through 2022 regular season with some of his playoff stats. In the regular season, like I said, he put up 36 goals, 56 assists, 92 points, 254 shots, along with a 1.22 points per game average. He did that all through 75 games. At the time of this recording, he has played 11 games through the playoffs and has put up 2 goals, however one has been an empty netter, along with 11 assists and 13 points. He's rifled 29 shots and is averaging 1.18 points per game. So he's averaging similar points per game to what he had in the regular season. And many of this criticism came in the second round, as I think that's when fans really started to notice this decline. However, he put up 5 assists in the first round and 5 assists in the second round. Those were his points as well, even though he had an empty netter in the second round. So he was playing the same throughout the first and second round, although I think it was just a tighter series in the second round. So I myself thought that a lot of his assists were secondary because I knew he had some, but I thought they were just kind of secondary assists that any player could make. But I went through and the stats surprised me. He currently has 6 primary assists with 5 secondary assists. In Game 1 against the Oilers, he was also able to grab his first non-empty net goal of the playoffs, which is huge for him. When I look at the stats, it doesn't appear that he's playing as bad as I originally thought. He's currently tied for third in points on the Avalanche through the playoffs, plus adding the fact that he's recently been playing with solid players like Lehkonen, Kadri, and Nichushkin, but has not been playing with the stars like McKinnon and Landeskog like he has for the past how many years? Really, since he came into the league. Without the stars on his line, it does make it harder for him to score. Kadri and Nichushkin and Lehkonen are very solid players, don't get me wrong, but they're no Gabe Landeskog or Nathan McKinnons. And Rantanen's still been able to open up some of those players for points. But with that being said, for a superstar in the league, it would be nice if he could start chipping a few in and grabbing a few goals. And that's where we're going to look now. Why isn't he putting up the points? Well, the first thing I think is he has not protected or carried the puck like he usually does and has made some errant passes. Mikko's best quality, in my opinion, is his strength and his stick handling. He's so strong with the puck that it's very hard to knock him off. And even if you do get a good look at him, he's so good with stick handling, he rarely loses the puck. However, he hasn't really held on to it very well at all. I mean, some of the smaller and weaker guys from opposing teams have been able to come in and just take it right away from him and knock him off, and that's been a bit concerning. He's also made some errant passes as we've maybe had the puck in the zone on a power play or just with the other team on the ropes, and he's just made an errant pass to the defenseman that's gone out of the zone. That's something that can't be happening. However, I feel the worst part of his game right now is his tendency to lose puck races and battles. Whenever it's a 50-50 puck with a one-on-one battle, it seems like Rantanen loses it every time. It might just be me, but if a puck squirts to center ice and it's a one-on-one race, it seems like the opposing player wins it every time. Again, I love Rantanen's strength, and he's got long reach to get there. But when there's a loose puck, it just doesn't seem like he's getting it. Even if he's in the corner battling and he's there, it doesn't feel like he's winning the puck battle and getting the puck for the Avalanche. He's losing every time, and we're getting stuck in the defensive zone. And he doesn't have a lot of speed to make up for it. He needs to use his strength and physicality more often on the defensive side. He needs to put down bigger body checks and grab that puck to help us out. With that being said, if he can start to win some more puck battles and protect the puck a little bit better, I think he's really going to find the points starting to come. Recently, the media started to get into it a little bit more again and have asked him about some of his struggles, and he said that he's fine. He's doing what he can to help the team, and that's what's important right now. He told them it's the wrong time of the year to be thinking about yourself and your personal goals. He's just focusing on helping the team win games, and to be fair, that's what he's doing. So, in my opinion, I think Rantanen has quietly been performing. He's been quiet, yes, but he's been putting up points. And like I said, I've said this in the past, and I'll continue to say it. Points don't mean everything, but when you get to the playoffs, if you can put up some points, that's huge. Even if they're just assists, it's still big. You still help your team get that goal. And in my opinion, I think his stats don't lie. Like I said, yes, he's been quiet, and he's had his struggles with the puck, but now that he's grabbed his first non-empty net goal, I think the points are really going to start to come from Mikko. I think he's going to open up a little bit more. And like I said, I don't think he's been playing quite as bad as everyone else has said. But with that being said, what do you think? Do you agree with me where the stats don't really lie? Or do you disagree? Do you think Mikko should be showing more? I mean, he is, to be fair, a superstar in the league. He shouldn't be quietly performing. He should probably be having an explosive playoffs. But what do you think? Do you think he's been underperforming, or do you think he's at the level he should be? Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.